Hey, Brian Miller here, former magician turned author, speaker, podcast host, and audio nerd. And welcome to Audio for Content Creators, where we teach you to sound better and level up for all your content creation needs. This video is just a demonstration about how you could leverage a Zoom recorder with one of the interchangeable capsules to record audio for your videos. So I have the SGH-6, which is a shotgun, a hypercardioid shotgun capsule. Well, it says hyperdirectional. We're not really sure if that's hypercardioid or not. I'm betting it's supercardioid. But anyway, it's a hyperdirectional shotgun microphone capsule that attaches to some of the Zoom portable audio recorders like the H5. And right now I've got that capsule on the H5. The H5 is mounted on top of my Canon M6, which makes this a little frustrating because I can't see the flip-up screen right now, so I have no idea if it's actually recording. Let me check. It's actually recording. So I am recording right now into the H5 itself, but I also have a line out into the M6 via there's a 3.5 millimeter line out on the H5, just like there would be on a Tascam DR05 or anything like that. And I've got that going into the 3.5 millimeter input on the camera. So what I'm doing right now, as you can see on the screen, is I'm bouncing you back and forth between the audio that was recorded directly in the H5 versus the audio being passed through the H5 and into the camera itself. In other words, one of these was recorded separately and then synced in post. That's the H5. The other simultaneously was using the mic to bake the audio into the camera itself, which means there's no syncing necessary. And what I really want to find out in this video is there an audible difference? Because cameras, as you know, as anybody who's been following my work for a long time knows, or has gone through my Audio 101 for Content Creators online course knows, is that the preamps, the mic preamps built into consumer level cameras, really even professional level cameras, they just kind of suck. Like, they're virtually non-existent. They are hissy, they're noisy, but what happens is if you have enough gain, enough power coming out of the microphone, like right now, the mic is going into a portable audio recorder, and I'm sending that line out, which has plenty of power, plenty of gain, sending that into the camera. That means I can back off the input gain in the camera. In fact, the camera's input gain right now is set to the very first notch. It's just turned on and that's it. Which means I have the lowest noise floor possible from the camera. So hopefully you're not hearing a very audible difference between the synced audio from the portable audio recorder versus the audio being passed through. That would be really good news for anybody looking to leverage a system like this. Similarly, you could put the Tascam DR05 mounted on top of a camera. That's a portable audio recorder I talk about constantly and I absolutely love. You could just record directly from the inbuilt microphones in that and pass that into the camera and hopefully get pretty decent sounding audio. So what happens is typically YouTubers, online content creators use kind of budget shotgun microphones like the Rode Video Micro, the Movo VXR10, the AverMedia AM133. Those are cardioid shotgun microphones, but they require mic power, they require plug-in power, and they don't have very loud, they don't have very powerful gain. So you end up having to crank the gain in your camera if you're using manual. And you should always be using manual audio. Always. Do not use auto audio. It's a disaster. Just don't do it. But what ends up happening is you have to crank the input gain in your camera, and that brings up that hissy, ugly noise floor from the terrible, virtually non-existent preamps in your camera. So hopefully so far in this video you've got a sense of the difference between the external audio and the baked-in audio coming from the same source. But this shotgun mic, which is about 2 feet away from me right now, by the way, because I have the 22 millimeter EFM lens on my M6 on my camera, on my Canon camera. 22 millimeter in a mirrorless is equivalent to about 35 mil in a full frame, just for those of you who are using full frame and want to get a sense of how far away this is. So that's where the camera is, but it's a long shotgun mic, which means it's not that, it's short compared to other shotgun mics, but it's long. It's sticking out, 6 to 8 inches in front of the lens, and so it's about 2 feet away from me. Now, this particular shotgun mic comes with a fuzzy, furry windscreen for running and gunning and doing outdoor stuff. Let me put this on. Okay, so we just found out one thing, which is if you were going to use this fuzzy wind muff, you would need to mount it higher up on your camera. I've got this sitting on the cold shoe or hot shoe or whatever on the top of the camera. You would definitely need to use an adapter to get it up higher away because it's clearly coming in. But let's ignore that for a second. Does this sound more muffled or less high-end than it does when I don't have it on there? Or does this sound pretty much the same? It would be great if it sounded roughly the same. Hopefully this is fairly transparent. It's very well made, seems to be, so happy with this. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I was set out to do today. So let me know what you think in the comments. First, do you like the sound of this shotgun mic? I'm in an untreated home studio. Those of you who follow me know that I'm treating this studio very soon. In fact, by the time this video hits YouTube, I will have probably already done it because I batch my videos about a month out, and I'm finally doing treatment all around the studio soon. But at the moment, there's carpet, but that's it. There's pretty bare walls. The ceiling's only 7.5 feet high, so there's quite a bit of echo, which a very sensitive microphone like shotgun mic should be picking up. If it's picking up echo, it's accurately representing the room. But of course, the closer you can get a mic to you, the less room noise you'll hear, and certain types of microphones are less prone to ambient noise. This microphone seems pretty prone to it to begin with, plus it's about 2 feet away from me. But this is an accurate representation of the kind of room a video creator might be in. A home studio, in a spare bedroom, a basement studio or a home office, a living room, a kitchen, whatever, right? So let me know what you think about the sound of this, and also if there was a perceptible difference, a noticeable difference between the audio synced right out of the H5 and the same audio that was baked into the camera itself going through the camera's preamp, even though we've only got it on that first notch. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you haven't checked out my online course yet, definitely take a look at that, Audio 101 for content creators. You'll find that at audio101.info. That is a comprehensive beginner course in online audio. At the moment, there's 30 videos, 4 hours of instruction, 6 different lessons. It's really, really terrific. People that have taken it have just been thrilled. The feedback's been exceptional. But don't take my word for it. Go check it out. There's a few of the first few videos that you can watch for free before you decide to buy it, if you want to. And click the links in the description. All the affiliate links give me a small commission at no cost to you. You've been on YouTube for a while, you know the drill. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already. You might think that you are because you see my face, but this is a brand new channel that I just launched recently, dedicated exclusively to audio tutorials and gear reviews. So hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell. I have just filmed 5 videos in a row. I haven't eaten in like 6 hours. I haven't eaten barely at all today. I'm starving. I'm starting to wonder if this mic is sensitive enough to pick up my stomach talking to me, so I'm gonna peace out. My name is Brian Miller. Thanks so much for coming on this journey with me to sound better and level up. And we'll see you in the next video.